So, Charlotte, maybe we don't need to have a pre-meet call about it. I understand this is all getting a bit unnecessarily complicated. I just want to explain this and see if you can help me make this simple, right? In Rob's model, there's only three ways of looking. There's only one way of looking at this, right? There is revenue, there are capital costs, and there is OPEX, right? That's it. So in the 20,000 tabs, that's all we're going to deal with. The revenue is defined by products that are deployed at locations that are sold to customers. It's that simple, right? There is no more to it than that. So somebody needs to take ownership for this. The capital costs are underpinned by standard designs that are bills of materials and cost of civils, the locations that they're going to be deployed at, and then this wooden stuff that we were talking about this morning, which is the kind of approvals and possessions, right? On top of that, from a capital point of view, you need to pay attention to some of the systems things because they're likely to have some kind of capital involvement in terms of setup, right, and the mobilization. And then from an OPEX point of view, you've got direct staff costs, there's kind of tax and regulation, there's shared services, there's support and licensing that goes with these systems, and then there's O&M and there's knock and sock stuff. And at a really high level, that is all we're talking about. Now, on Friday, if we choose to get into this at a really low level, we will not be able to rebuild Rob's model. And I think the key thing is for you to actually start building your own model based on this truth. Happy to have a chat if you disagree, but I do think that you're going to have to who owns the product strategy? Who owns the build strategy? Who owns the marketing strategy? This is all potentially way more than you being expected to decide all these things. So I'm happy to have a chat. I'm keen that we try and make this not in the weeds. Let's try and make this at a higher level so that we build this picture. And then as you go forward, you can start to peel this back and say, okay, who's in charge of the standard designs, right? Who's in charge of the approvals and possessions? Where do I get those numbers from? Where do I get the cost of shared services or the support and licensing? When do I get them? And you can start to build this model up so that you have a better idea. I've just left this in here because this was the spread. This is the sheet that relates to CVL build assumptions. I know you're in the weeds around some of this stuff. It may be useful to get this explained when we go through this stuff on Friday. Anyway, no need for a pre-meet, but I just need to land this with you because I think if we spend a lot of time trying to focus on just the sales strategy, you're going to lose. You will not have built the wider model that will speak to all the other things that we need to cover. Okay, cheers, bye.